Hello everybody, my name is Tiffany Allen and I'll be talking about the economic cost of air pollution. Industrial air pollution, largely driven by fossil fuel use, disproportionately affects vulnerable populations and people living near industrial sites. These communities are exposed to pollutants like fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, facing higher risks of respiratory illnesses, heart disease, and certain cancers. This pollution also contributes to broader environmental degradation, making it both a public health and environmental justice concern. Air pollution is a serious worldwide problem that harms both people and the environment, leading to significant economic costs. In 2018, it cost the global economy $2.9 trillion, or 3.3% of GDP, and caused 1.8 billion work absences. Effective air pollution control measures can yield high returns, with research showing a 30-to-1 economic benefit to cost ratio from the Clean Air Act, mostly due to reduced premature deaths from pollution. Air pollution negatively impacts human health, affecting every part of the body. Research indicates that illnesses caused by air pollution lead to high healthcare costs, particularly in the United States, where it causes an estimated 107,000 premature deaths and incurs $820 billion annually in healthcare expenses. These include a study on nitrogen dioxide found that a small increase in its concentration leads to significant increases in healthcare costs, 22% for emergency room visits, 5% for outpatient costs, and 7% for overall healthcare costs. Fossil fuel combustion contributes heavily to poor air quality, costing each American about $2,500 in medical bills. Air pollution can result in $7.9 billion in healthcare costs due to worsened conditions related to ozone pollution and climate change. Wildfire smoke is responsible for $16 billion in annual costs, with thousands of hospitalizations and deaths linked to respiratory issues. Reducing air pollution can lead to substantial economic benefits, with a 10 milligram per M3 reduction in particulate matter, PM 2.5, estimating to save over $9.2 billion in healthcare spending in China. Air pollution significantly affects labor productivity through increased absenteeism and reduced cognitive and physical abilities. In India, pollution led to an estimated $95 billion loss in productivity, which is 3% of the country's GDP in 2019. Research shows that higher air pollution correlates with more student absences, ultimately impacting future work productivity and income. The OECD notes that a small rise in PM 2.5 levels results in a decrease in GDP per capita. Annually, around 1.2 billion workdays are lost globally due to air pollution, which may increase to 3.8 billion by 2060. People may miss work due to their own health issues or to care for vulnerable family members affected by air pollution. Switching to cleaner technologies can lower air pollution and reduce greenhouse gas emissions, leading to economic benefits. A World Resource Institute, the WRI, study shows that if the U.S. reduces its greenhouse gas emissions by 80% by 2050, it will require an investment of about $320 billion annually from 2020 to 2025. Benefits would include a decrease in annual fossil fuel costs from $65 billion in the 2020s to nearly $700 billion in the 2040s. Creation of approximately 1 million jobs, mainly in construction and utilities. Significantly reduce air pollution from fossil fuels. Development of green industries could create another 900,000 jobs by 2035, fueled by low carbon tax credits and investments. Federal policies aiming for net zero emissions by 2050 could add 2.3 million net jobs by 2035, with domestic clean energy manufacturing contributing an additional 5.7 million jobs. Some countries have effectively combined clean air initiatives with economic growth, showing that it is possible to achieve growth without increasing air pollution. I, the owner of the Neighbors Group, wanted to provide you all with this information because poor air quality leads to high economic costs, seen in healthcare, workforce, and lost productivity. Research shows the benefits of reducing air pollution exceeds the cost. For these reasons, we need to stray from fossil fuel use and fight back against oil and gas companies polluting our communities. Thank you.